Good afternoon, my dear students of Standard 8. Welcome back to the science class. Dear students, today we will start a new chapter from your science book, that is Chemical Reaction. Chapter 8, Chemical Reaction. Dear students, in Standard 7, you learnt how to write formula. You know, to write formula, you have to know symbol and valency of all elements. So, at first we will start from symbol. What is symbol? The short form of English or Latin name of an element is called its symbol. The short form of English or Latin name. That means some symbol of elements are taken from the Latin name of it. The first letter, capital letter of the English name of an element is taken as a symbol of an element. For example, hydrogen 1, boron B, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, phosphorus. These symbols are taken from the first letter of its English name. And sometimes the first letter or two letters, first letter capital and second letter small. These two letters are taken for the symbol of an element. Some examples are here. Look, helium He, first letter in capital, second letter small. Lithium Li, neon Ne, magnesium Mg, aluminium Al, chlorine here first letter and third letter is taken for the symbol. Argon Ar, calcium Ca, etc. And sometimes symbols are taken from the first one or two letters of the Latin name of an element. For example, sodium, its Latin name is natrium and its symbol is Na. Potassium, its Latin name kalium and its symbol is K. Iron, ferrum, its symbol is Fe. Copper, the Latin name of copper is cuprum, Cu, and its symbol is Cu. Silver, argentum, symbol Ag. Tin, stannum, its symbol is Sn. Antimony, stibbium, symbol Sb. Gold, aurum, its symbol is Au. Lead, plumbum, its symbol is Pb. Tungsten, wolfram, its symbol is W, and mercury, hydrogen, its symbol is Hg. Dear students, you know there are total 118 elements, and these 118 elements have their name and they have a symbol also. Now, valency. What is valency? Valency is the ability of an atom to combine with other atom. The ability of an atom to combine with other atom is called its valency. More clearly, we can tell that the number of electrons present on the outer shell of an atom that is used to combine with other atoms is called the valency of the atom. The number of electrons present on the outer shell that is used to combine with other atoms. It is not that chlorine has 7 electrons on its outer shell, so its valency is 7. No. The electron that is used to combine with other atom, this number of electron is the valency of this atom. And there is a easy calculation for counting valency. For metal, it is very easy. The outermost electron is its valency. Dear students, look, of course, there are some exceptions. Okay, but normally it is the number of electron of the outermost shell of a metal is its valency. For example, sodium has 1 electron on the outermost shell, so its valency is 1. Magnesium has 2 electrons, so its valency is 2. In this way, aluminium, it has 3 electrons, so its valency is 3. But for non-metal, valency can be calculated from the outermost electron, but it will be 8 minus the outermost electron. For example, oxygen, it has 6 electrons on the outermost shell, so the valency of oxygen is 8 minus 6, that is 2. Chlorine, they have 7 electrons on the outermost shell, so their valency is 8 minus 7, that is 1. Now we will see some valency calculation, that is valency of magnesium. Magnesium is a metal, its electronic configuration is 282, it has 2 electrons on the outermost shell, so the valency of magnesium is 2. And valency of oxygen, its electronic configuration is 26, it has 6 electrons on the outermost shell, so 8 minus 6, its valency is 2. In this way, the normal valency we can calculate, but you know there are variable valency for some elements. So valency you have to memorize. There are some way to calculate valency, it will help you, but you have to memorize the valency for writing the formula of any compound. If you know the symbol of the element and also the valency of the element, you can write the formula of any compound from there. Look, in your book, there is a chart of valency. You have to memorize the chart. There are the valency of some non-metals and also some metals. Non-metal and metal, I will give you another chart in easy way, but I don't know how will you memorize, but you have to know the valency of these metal and non-metal. And these are the radicals. This is ammonium. Dear students, I am telling what is radicals. Radical is a group of atom, but this is not compound. A group of atom which acts as a single atom. Group of atom, but they are charged. We know when any atom makes compound with other, or when any atom joins with other atom, then they will become neutral. But after joining, they are not neutral. They are positively or negatively charged. So these are radicals. A group of atom but act as a single atom is called radical. This is ammonium, Na is 4 plus, that means it is mono positively charged. Its valency is 1 because there is only 1 plus. Hydroxyl, OA is minus. Minus means it is negatively charged. Its valency is also 1 because there is 1 charge. This is nitrite, NO2. It is also mono-negatively charged. Its valency is 1. Nitrate, NO3. Bicarbonate, HCO3. Here will be minus. All these are mono-negatively charged and their valency is 1. Carbonate, sulfate and sulfite, they are dinegatively charged, so they are negative radical and their valency is 2. Phosphate, PO4, it is trinegatively charged, its valency is 3. It is a negative radical and its valency is 3. These radicals, formula and valency you have to memorize, because when you will write the formula of compounds, you will see that most of the time there is a radical. By using radical, most of the compounds are formed. There is another chart which I am giving you so that you can easily write the formula. Here the most important non-metal will be hydrogen, oxygen, fluorine and chlorine. Their valency, all they are 1, only oxygen it is 2. These are the most important non-metal which you will frequently use for writing any formula. And these are less important non-metal, but sometimes you will use this. This is carbon, there are 2 valency, 2 and 4, nitrogen 3 and 5, sulfur 2, 4 and 6. Look, when these non-metals are directly used in compound, but no radical. For example, carbon is used in carbonate and bicarbonate radical. Nitrogen is used in nitrate and nitrite radical. Sulfur is used in sulfate and sulfite radical. But when they are directly used for writing the formula, then their lowest valency is used. Carbon 2, nitrogen 3, sulfur 2. Now, metal. This valency you have to memorize. Lithium 1, sodium 1, magnesium 2, aluminium 3, potassium 1, calcium 2, iron 2 and 3. When the valency, when 2 is used as the valency of iron, then the name of the compound will be ferrous, As, and when 3 is used as valency, then the name of the compound will be ferric, ic. Copper, when 1 is used as the valency, then the name of the compound will be cuprous, and when 2 is used in the 2 is used as the valency of copper, then the name will be cupric, and zinc it is 2. These metals will be always needed for writing the formula. And there are also some metal, these are less important. These are tin and lead. Their valency are 2 and 4. Tin 2 stannous, 4 stannic. Lead 2 plumbous, 4 plumbic. So you will memorize the valency of these non-metal, metal and also radical from the book. I told what is radical. When a group of atoms act as a single atom, then it is called radical. Radicals are always charged group of atoms. For example, hydroxyl OH minus, sulfate 2 minus, carbonate 2 minus, nitrate minus, etc. These are the examples of radical. Now, formula. What is formula? The short expression of a molecule of an element or a compound is called its formula. The short expression of a molecule. It can be element or it can be compound. For example, oxygen. The formula of oxygen is O2. Water compound. Its formula is H2O. Now, way to write formula. How will you write formula? When you will write formula, then the metal, that is the positive part of the compound, metal or positive radical, it will come at first, then non-metal or negative radical, that is the negative part of the compound. For example, sodium chloride, look, at first metal, then non-metal. Magnesium oxide, metal, then non-metal. Calcium carbonate, metal, then negative radical carbonate. If the valency of metal or positive radical and non-metal or negative radical is same, no need to write the valency. For example, potassium chloride, both the valency is 1, so no need to write the valency. Sodium nitrate, this is the compound of sodium metal and nitrate radical. Nitrate is a radical and both their valency is 1, so no need to write the valency here. Calcium oxide, calcium and oxygen, both their valency is 2, so no need to write the valency. If the valency of both is different, valency of them is exchanged and is written on the right side as subscript. For example, sodium and sulfate. The valency of sodium is 1 and the valency of sulfate is 2. So these two will be written as the subscript of sodium, but the valency of sodium is 1, so no need to write here 1. Aluminium oxide, the valency of aluminium is 3. It will be written as the subscript of oxygen, but no need to write, and the valency of oxygen 2, it is written as the subscript of aluminium, Al2O3. Magnesium chloride, the valency of magnesium is 2, so it is written as the subscript of chlorine, but the valency of chlorine is 1, so we need to write here 1. If the valency of one is multiple of other, both valency is divided by a common integer. For example, carbon dioxide. The valency of carbon is 4 and oxygen is 2. So here it is written C2O4 and there is a 2 and 4 is the multiple of 2 and here the common integer is 2. So the both valency can be divided by 2 and it will be CO2, carbon dioxide. Dear students, I told that carbon, nitrogen and sulfur, they have variable valency. So the lowest valency is used to write the formula, but it is it is not for carbon because carbon makes many compounds and for these compounds the valency of carbon is the valency of carbon is used in different way. For example, here in carbon dioxide the valency of carbon is used as 4. Most of the time the valency of carbon is 4, but sometimes it is 2 also, and many other valency is used for carbon, which you will learn in upper classes. So dear students, today up to this, next class we will practice writing formula. So thank you everyone. Goodbye to all.